I need $1 bad.
We are live, back at you, week 5 recap. We had some technical difficulties last week with the podcast.
Hand up.
And it got deleted.
Higher.
So we did not post a podcast, which honestly was probably good for us. We got to recoup. Okay, we get to get in the lab for a good week, dial in our processes, tweak the systems to then become winners. Because a lot of us are fucking losers. Corey, let's get a quick recap of where we all stand.
Alrighty. So last time you saw us was in week 4, and we had some bangers in week 4. I know Connor was up a lot. I think he was down like 13,
I was up
14
23 units.
Yeah, something like that, and went up.
Wow.
An insane amount of units.
Yep.
Me, I'm staying steadfast. I hit my my whale play in week 4. Got me up to 7.5 units, or 6.5 units. Sorry, I just had to take one away because the Saints stopped, or no, they started marching. Ended my carryover.
Yes.
So
they marched up and down the field on the
and a lot of turnovers. Jackson Dart is not serious. Neither is Cam Scatterbo. That team should be blown up. Anyway, so I'm up 6.5 units. Next best is Hunter, down 4.2 units.
Whoa.
So
Whoa.
within striking distance. What?
I mean,
I'm up units.
You were first.
We just talked about you.
Oh,
were
I
first.
see.
Okay. Connor's
I see.
4.5 units. Connor's 4.5 units in the green. There you
I
go.
need to get my flowers while I'm still in the green. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand me? You know what I'm saying?
Six and a half. Connor's 4.5. Hunter is down 4.2. Joel is down 10.2. Luke is down 10.1. So they're neck and neck. And then Finster's down 8.2.
Fuck the Green Bay Packers. How they tie there to ruin my fucking teaser, bro. I don't understand.
Finster, what do you have to say for yourself? Down 8.2 units.
I haven't been here since week 2 because the timing of the pod. But
hey, we're not looking for excuses.
I'm happy to be back, and I will not leave this podcast in the red.
You can't pod while pushing a button?
No, I can't. Duty calls, man. Duty calls.
Duty calls.
Wow. That is Joel, anything you need to say for yourself back there behind the cowboy hat?
cowboy hat.
Yeah, I need an explanation. I need an explanation for the fuck up on the pod because me and Hunter absolutely dissected that pod.
So technically, what happened is that it was a new layout. My mic was muted. Their audio was staticky because I had the tuner down, so it didn't
That's
sound
fascinating
good.
Behind the scenes, Joel. That's great stuff. That's great stuff. All
I
right,
had a couple of beers. I was a little tipsy, and then once I paused it and got off the pod, I thought my mic was muted, and it wasn't. And
why don't you tell them the real reason?
There were some.
Yeah, why don't you tell them a real reason, Joel?
Might have been a broad over, and you guys could hear it on the pod.
Yeah. IT Joel's got a baddie, guys. What do you do? You know what I'm saying? So,
let's move it on.
All right.
Let's jump right into what is the week 5. Hold up a 5 banger for me. $5 footlong special. Thursday night, we had a NFC West battle. Niners 26, Rams 23 in LA. The red was showing. Niners winning in OT. Man, Mac Jones playing ball.
Mac Jones
Rams
earned himself a lot of money. So
also playing ball. Got some ball players. This is just a ball player game here. That's how I view it.
great recap.
Yeah, I mean, anybody else got anything to say on that?
Is Kyle Shanahan is there going to come a time where
Coach of the year?
I'm not going to say that I don't think there's any murmurs of Mac Jones potentially running this team, but especially with how much you pay Brock Purdy, but with how good the offense has looked, you're 3-0 with Mac Jones. Are there any conversations to not potentially play Purdy unless he is like, obviously, unless he's 100%, you have a lot of faith in Mac Jones. But where do you draw the line? Like, if Purdy misses 2 more weeks or a week, what happens if Mac Jones just keeps winning and putting up 30 points per game?
Purdy 200 plus. He's a starter. I mean, Mac Jones.
I understand. The
great
Cleveland Browns.
But,
Cleveland Browns did the same exact thing. So
yeah, but this isn't the Browns. This is a real organization. They just paid somebody $200 million. He's the starting.
Yes, but the 49ers wanted this. They literally are almost in the midst of a rebuild. They dumped all their salary cap and then paid one guy $275 million. So you can say not a rebuild, but they're paying 3 guys. It's like the Bengals. They're so top heavy that the salary cap's ridiculous. So I mean, I'm not gonna say obviously not yet. But if this trend continues with Mac Jones, you have to have a conversation because it's not worth. It's not paying that much. He looks better than Purdy. I don't know if you guys are watching the same football I am.
Unfortunately,
I don't think there is either. But he looks better, and you're getting him for $2 million a year. I don't know, but that's just my forefront on it.
Anybody, I think
it's worth it.
I think there's no conversation there.
I don't think Brock Purdy's going to lose his job necessarily, but this just proves that the Kyle Shanahan system. It's a plug and play. You put whoever at quarterback, you draw up good plays, and your offense will have success. It really doesn't matter who's in this offense because they did this without
Trey Lance.
They did this without Kendrick Bourne or without basically every receiver and Kendrick Bourne as the number 1. So it's a plug and play. Kyle Shanahan is a great coach. Connor's right, probably coach of the year other than.
For sure.
Cohen, possibly. Cohen probably has a pretty good.
Shane Steichen.
There's a couple other guys for sure, but Kyle Shanahan is definitely up there with the amount of injuries he's had.
D'Amico Ryans.
KOC.
Tomlin.
But this kind of just goes to show too that what happened to the Rams defense, man? I thought this was like an elite defense, and it just didn't really show up.
The Rams are completely dead to me. If I bet
Thursday night football game.
If I bet the Rams for the rest of the pod, someone stop me and remind me about this moment.
Beat you.
I'm in 3 knockout leagues, and I picked the Rams in 2 of them. They are dead to me.
That's more so on you, brother. Shanahan owns McVay.
Brother.
Shanahan owns McVay. Doesn't matter.
You guys already talked
coaching.
about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
It's coaching.
I'm done. But I did pick the Vikings in my other one, and I got through.
Yeah, well, that's great. All hunky-dory in Corey Land. Yeah, speaking of that game, let's move over to London. Vikings 21, Browns 17. Was a really good game, actually, super competitive. Vikings win it late on a last-minute drive. Jordan Addison touchdown. Browns were in control most of this game. They kind of threw it away. Gabriel?
No. He's got a noodle arm.
He didn't lose.
No, he didn't lose the game. I agree. He's very
The Browns lost themselves this game. You have the simple mistakes that we talk about week in and week out. You have Quinshon Judkins rush for a 65-yard touchdown and get calls back from holding. I mean, that one small minor mistake changed the entire outlook of the game. And shout out Carson Wentz. He's doing it. Shout out Jordan Addison missing walkthroughs coming in to get the game-winning touchdown in the back corner. Absolute dime by Carson Wentz. But yeah, Gabriel, honestly, the Browns played much better than I thought they would with a rookie QB against Flores' defense. So it was a good game.
Yeah. Shout out Jordan Addison getting topped off by some of those British birds before the game. That's why he got suspended for the first quarter. But, man just wanted to have some fun.
Dog gotta eat. Gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Anything else on that London game?
The Browns, this is like a win season, honestly. Like, this is like the best Browns season I can remember because, like, you have all your rookies doing good, but you guys still suck, so you're going to have good picks. So it's like
they don't want to win games.
Young guys look great.
Who's
They're still losing, so
who's the linebacker
I
they
think
have?
Browns fans will say they want to win games. Save Carson.
Is Schwetzinger, right?
Carson Schwetzinger.
They're not gonna be. You're not gonna have a fresh start until that Deshaun Watson contract's up. That's when you have your fresh, clean slate. Your cap is clean. You can go out and get whoever. But yeah, the Browns rookies look good. I know they have the 2 other guys on the defense that are actually phenomenal. Then Judkins I mean, Dylan Gabriel looked like everyone else said, meh. But it's his first start, so I'm definitely.
He's got
First quarterback ever to make his first.
He's got no
start
zip
across the pond.
Yeah. You also see that picture with him next to Carson Wentz. How tall is he?
Yes.
Oh,
Carson
Gabriel's
Wentz is a
small.
unit.
Gabriel's not a big POB. He's very small. Yeah, it was a good game though. It was a good little 9:30 starter on the East Coast. Moving on to the 1:00 slate, we got Cowboys on the road in New York versus the Jets. Cowboys 37, Jets 22. Cowboys frisky, Jets the only winless team in the NFL, which is shocking. If you would have asked me after week 1 when they played that great game against the Steelers, I'd have told you no way. But man, they just cannot play defense. Their defense is really bad. They got to be a bottom 3 defense in the NFL. I mean, every team that plays them scores 30 points.
They don't have a turnover.
Yeah, well, there's another thing.
Not a single turnover for the Jets through 5 weeks.
Yikes.
I get that. I think a counterpoint that we need to talk about is how bad the Jets offensive line is. If anybody watched this game, they made the Cowboys defensive line look all pros. Justin Fields was getting sacked or pressured almost every play. He's dying out there. I remember at Corey's I was saying my QB is literally about to get stretchered off. And I don't know. I don't think the Jets are the worst team in the NFL. I really don't. I don't know if it's a coaching issue. I don't know if it's just the players. I don't know. But I watch them, and it's like they have moments where they just will march down the field. Garrett Wilson's been unbelievable this year. Unbelievable. He looks incredible every time he's out there. Mason Taylor is a bright spot in this offense. Fields, I don't think, is playing that bad. It's just I cannot seem to wrap my head around this O-line and what happened with this defense. Aaron Glenn being a great defensive coordinator with 10 people on IR for the Lions last year and making them very decent enough to win games, and then comes in to a already defensive form team, should have been from Saleh, and you just can't, there's no numbers there to back this. So I don't know what's going on in New York. I don't think they're a bad team on paper. There's something wrong in the coaching schemes or styles. I don't know, but
not good. Not good. Cowboys though, playoff team?
George Pickens,
playoff team?
stud. Is looking
Jerry
good
Jones,
for my
actually kind of a smart GM. I think the Micah trade is not as bad as people think.
my 2-unit future play on George Pickens is over 900 season yards is well.
Didn't he only have 2 catches in this game?
No, he had 2 for 57, but he's at 357 yards through 5 weeks.
Lorne is awesome.
If you just take that and you times it by 3 through 15 games, he's going to be well over 900. He'll be at.
I was just making sure it
1050.
wasn't crazy. I thought that
But he had the big touchdown on Sauce.
With Dak running this offense, is Fergie the best tight end option in the league? Tight end
Could
1
be.
right now.
Oh no, 100%. Jake Ferguson has been a dog.
Yeah.
He's been a dog. Shout him out. He's on my fantasy team.
Darren Waller loading.
But yeah, no. Big takeaway: Jets trouble. Cowboys playoff team. Moving on, Giants on the road in New Orleans versus the Saints. Giants 14, Saints 26. Yeah, this was just a classic letdown spot for the Giants. Don't know why anybody in their good mind would ever put hard-earned money on the Giants in this spot. You know, this was a clear Saints win, you know, with Rattler getting his first win ever as an NFL quarterback. It was just bound to happen here. You know, all signs were pointing towards this.
Hindsight's 2020, but when the Giants were up 14-3 in the first half, nobody was saying that.
Yeah, there was just a no doubt in my mind that the Giants were going to absolutely throw that lead.
And the Saints go marching, Corey. And the Saints go marching.
Listen, I am a man of my word. Say what you want about me, but when I say a bet, I bet it, which is more than any of you fuckers do. Some of you do it.
Whoa.
Hey,
And
whoa.
I'm
stick to my
33% of the bets in this podcast. Okay?
No, I bet it. I bet
Okay,
it.
you want a hug and a kiss? I mean, what the fuck do you want?
I put my money where my mouth is, and I stick to each one of my plays that I say on this podcast.
Congrats. That's great.
That play
You're
lost.
still a loser. Yeah, you're still a loser.
You win some, you lose some. And as of right now, I lost that, but I'm still 6.5 units in the green and at top.
Yeah, not for long.
You at the top, but you get no top.
Not moving those kind of plays. It's all right though. You can keep marching with the against the Saints. They're an absolute wagon. So
Corey, give me. I would love from your perspective. Give me a breakdown of this game, please. I'm entertained. I feel like I've been breaking down these games. Give me something.
Pretty much typical rookie quarterback struggles, like turnovers, boneheaded mistakes. Just really bad out of the Giants. They got off to such a good start. Jackson Dart. Cam Scattaboo is awful. He's
a good running back.
He's awful.
People need to realize that Tyrone Tracy should be better.
Everybody's playing into this this meme that he's good, just because he gives people CTE while giving himself CTE.
Bro. Let the white boy eat, man.
I love Scat, man.
The Scat Pack's fun to watch.
He plays hard out there, you know.
Yeah, really so does every player in the NFL.
Chris Jones didn't touch on that game.
His ball carrier vision is some of the worst I've ever seen in my life.
Because he's looking at the ground.
He's not looking for holes. He's
looking at grass because his head is down.
He's looking towards for a body.
His head is down, so he can't see the defenders.
Run through a motherfucking face.
Typical. Just let the guy eat, man. You guys are players. Moving on. Raiders on the road in Indy. Raiders 6, Colts 40. Geno bad. Colts good. That's a recap of that game.
Shout out Jake.
I still don't think the Colts are that good.
Yeah, Colts are good.
Once again, just biggest hater play in the league right here from Luke Schultz. Yeah, I don't think it's an impressive win by any means. They could do what they had to do.
Let me tell you their 4 wins.
The Colts
Let me tell you their
mediocre.
4 wins. Dolphins 33-8 week 1 at home. They then get the Broncos at home, where they barely win that game. Shouldn't have won that game. The fucking leverage call on the field goal.
The Broncos who just beat the Eagles. The Broncos who just beat the Eagles. That team. That's pretty good.
It's a good win. Like I just said, it should have been a loss. If that field goal goes through, if they don't call the leverage, that's a loss. They beat up on the fucking Titans. They beat them by 21. They lost to the Rams, and now they beat the fucking dog shit Raiders 40-6. And now they get the Cardinals at home. They get the Cardinals at home.
Why are you talking about schedule? That's what good football teams do. You win against these teams. The Rams are a good football team. It's not even that bad. It's not a bad loss by any means.
I'm not saying it's a bad loss, but I just don't think the Colts are just like this fucking juggernaut that's running through the. They're just not. They're not. I think that they will be a playoff team. They'll be a wild card team, and they'll lose in the wild card round.
Yeah, this is just straight Bengals hate because the Bengals are mega ass that he's hating on the Colts. That's the only reason I could ever see this.
It's because Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is Daniel Jones. I don't think he's this world beater.
You would cut off your left testicle for Daniel Jones right now.
Absolutely not. I'd throw a 4th for Anthony Richardson though. Throw a 4th. Bring him in here. Let's have some fun.
You were Anthony Richardson's biggest hater ever.
Brother, I still don't think he's good, but he'd be fun
Luke
to
will
watch
take
for
about
a season.
anybody off the
I'll
street.
take anybody.
Right
I was excited when I saw Flacco come through today.
Yikes. Big yikes. Yeah, this was the best game last week. Dolphins on the road in Carolina versus the Panthers. Shout out whoever the fuck was announcing this game. My cock was hard listening to you, Eric Collins.
The man.
Dolphins 24, Panthers 27 in a thriller. Battle of the shitters, though. I mean, let's be real. Bryce Young's still really bad. Dolphins, I don't even know what the fuck to say to you. The defense is pitiful on both sides, but yeah, Panthers are not good. Bryce Young is not good. I'll give him this. He's good in the clutch, but he also did have a running back run for 200 rushing yards. So I think the stat they said when a running back runs for 200 yards, they're like undefeated, right? Isn't that the number? So, or maybe they lost like a one time a team lost when a running back ran for 200 yards. Like,
I don't have that off the top of my head. Sorry.
But the fact that he ran for 200 yards and it was 24-27, just to test how bad the Cardinals are. Yeah,
I don't know what to say about the Dolphins' offense because sometimes they look great and then sometimes they're the most putrid offense I've ever seen.
Brother, Darren Waller's one of their best players.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Darren Waller season loading, comeback player of the year.
That's all you need to
Fuck
know.
Them drugs.
So
Dumb drugs.
I just want to touch on something because we mentioned this in me and Corey's podcast, which thanks for everybody else for coming there. And Joel, thanks for deleting that footage. Great. Me and Corey were going down, or he was telling me about his Saints bet, which I like, the rollover. And I was trying to find a team where I could do the same thing mid-season and a team that really just doesn't want to win. And I settled on the Carolina Panthers. Everything I've seen from them, they don't want to win. Their young guys are – Tet's playing awesome. He's great. But Bryce Young loses football games. So on the pod we talked about we were going to do a rollover with this. And thankfully the pod did not air because I would have lost every single one of you guys' money if you tailed it. But thank you, Joel. Like hindsight. But this I did bet this. I was at Corey's house watching this. I had a decent chunk of money on Miami Dolphins money line. At one point, this game was 17-3 in the second quarter. 17-3. Bryce Young just was handing the ball over like a pack of Skittles on Halloween night. And we somehow lose this game. We put up 7 more points in almost 2.5 quarters of football. I don't know what the hard-on is for Mike McDaniels. I think he's going to be an unbelievable OC somewhere when he does eventually get fired. I think he'll be great in that role. But as a head coach, logic-looking ass cannot run a football team. It is incredible, the fall that I watched in this game. Eric Collins, shout out, great call on the Waddle touchdown. Waddle! That was awesome. I was on my feet. I was on my feet. But to Connor's point, I don't get it. Bryce Young looked like the worst QB in the league, and then the final drive when he needed to show up was dipping and dotting this defense up like there was no issues. So I don't know the issue, but I'm just on the Mike McDaniel hate. Dolphins suck, and I cannot wait to talk about this Patriots football team because that division is frisky. But go on.
Moving on.
Awesome recap, right?
Moving on. That was a great game.
That
was a great game.
In the NFL in that division.
That was a great game. Moving on.
The top is frisky.
Moving on. Denver Broncos on the road in Philly versus the Eagles. Broncos 21, Eagles 17. Big thing here is Eagles got coaching problems, man, on the offensive side. The play caller is lost. Barkley touched the ball 6 times.
Yeah, that's because he's injured. It's not because the play caller doesn't know that Saquon Barkley's good. He literally didn't practice yesterday.
Rushed for 5.5 yards carry.
It was a bruise in the end. I don't think it was.
Anywho,
so you thought their game plan was
Eagles got problems.
7 touches?
Eagles got problems. Well, even then, they only ran the ball 9 times for an Eagles team.
I have to think that would
so
have to
beyond that,
okay,
so what? Barkley goes out. No one else can run the football.
No, because their backups, Will Shipley. I guess they traded for Tank
and AJ Dillon.
Oh, I forgot they have AJ Dillon too. Those are some studs right there that you just named off.
I mean, damn, we got to run the football.
What they need to do is they need to trade AJ Brown. That guy's a locker room fucking cancer. He doesn't run full routes. He gives up halfway through the fucking play. Devontae Smith is the one on that team. He's the guy who's actually out there fucking running every route hard as fuck.
You're such a clown.
Jalen Hurts loves him. He finds him all the time. He's the best player on that team.
You're such a homer, and it's embarrassing. But for our podcast,
for an Alabama guy,
I was about to say that for Luke.
Nick Trimmin, if you listen to this, you should probably trade me for him in our fantasy football league.
Yikes! Yeah,
Broncos
are good. Broncos are good.
Hey, they scored 18 points in that fourth quarter.
Well, here's the thing that I like about the Broncos.
Yeah, the Eagles gave that game away.
Exactly. The Eagles just had the game dominated. Yeah. Through 3 quarters, the Broncos had 3 points.
Yeah. Broncos had more yards. They had more rushing yards. They were better on third down.
Great box score. I'm glad you read the box
score. They had 10 more minutes time possession. I don't know how the Broncos didn't dominate this game.
Red zone. Made it in the red zone for 3 quarters.
I mean, I'm just saying. When you look at the numbers, they don't lie.
Shout out Bo Nix in the fourth, man. I don't know if you guys were tuned in this game. It was like every catch was like 10 to 15 yards down the stretch. He was dicing them up over the middle. So much fun. Courtland Sutton, Fox, dude. I love that team.
And Luke was talking so much shit about Courtland Sutton. He's no good. I can't believe
they paid him for a reason. They knew what they were getting.
I'd rather have Devontae Smith than Courtland Sutton.
What a joke. This guy's
Luke would still fall on that. I was going to say
that. There he goes. Somebody shoot this guy. He's lost.
His address is
Can't say that these times, man.
AJ Brown's going to be playing in Gillette here pretty soon. I'm pretty amped. I'm going to stay on this rhetoric until it happens.
Buddy, I don't know if you're going to like that very much.
The real problem with the Eagles is their offensive line is not as dominant as it has been. That's really what it's coming down to. Hurts got sacked 6 times. He was under duress the whole game. They're not. Yeah. They're just not doing. They're not moving as much.
I would love it. My final thing on this is I would love to see, and I don't know if Jalen Hurts has been listening or has been on Twitter. I would love to see Jalen Hurts.
He listens to us.
I don't know.
He definitely does.
I would love to see the stat on what his average yards per throw was. Every time I looked over, he was chucking a 40 or 50-yard ball, trying to get the deep ball going. And also, shout out to him for the hustle play at the end, trying to get his own rebound off the tip tail theory. What an unbelievable look that was.
He honestly got close. He was only about 10 yards away.
Yeah, he was moving. Well, I thought that was so funny.
There's the play where Jalen was going to hit him at A.J. Brown in stride, and A.J. Brown just gave up on the route halfway through it.
I just said that.
Oh, did you say that? Sorry, I kind of tone you out when you speak. Cause
I don't know if that's A.J. Brown or it's just a miscommunication. I think he just didn't think the ball was coming to him, but
Probably.
But on the Patriots, that wouldn't be happening.
Drake May would understand that he's giving up on the route and then underthrow it a little bit.
Let's move on to a good game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Game I want to talk about.
Yeah. Texans on the road in Baltimore. Texans 44, Ravens 10.
Our Texans, Luke.
Yeah.
Our Texans are alive.
Your Texans.
That Super Bowl bet looking real good.
Looking real good. Absolutely statement win
like
here.
Like I said, Jags are not good. Colts are not good. They've got an early lead on us. We're not worried.
Yeah.
Not worried.
Colts aren't good. Jags aren't good. Both 4-1. Yeah, this means nothing to me for the Texans. Glad that the last week's pod didn't go live because I definitely would have been on the under in this game. First game it lost. But yeah, the Texans covered it themselves. So, I mean, nothing much to really say. That's a throwaway game. This game means literally
Ravens
nothing.
Defense, their backups, they did a great impersonation of the starters by giving up 44 points, just getting absolutely toasted. Just like their starters do, week in and week out.
It was bad. Nothing more to say about that game.
The Ravens suck, and I think what we got to blame here more than anybody is Lamar.
He's the leader of the team, Corey. I mean, this falls on him.
The team is in shambles, and Lamar is ass.
Nowhere to be seen.
I've been saying this for 6 years.
And it's now you finally hit. You finally hit.
No, I've been hitting it. Just
I gotta give you your flowers.
I've been hitting
all the 14-3 seasons and everything, and I mean, but now you are right. Yeah, they are. But
if you go 14-3 and you're 3-5 in the playoffs, what does that say?
What does it say? You know, it's crazy that they're still favored to win the AFC North.
Yeah, your boy was
because Lamar gets
looking to
sucked
off them to make the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was like still minus 110 though.
Yeah, because Lamar
they're favored to win the division still, Tony.
That can't be.
They are.
No, it is.
I just saw that.
Steelers
Give
are
me
plus
the
Steelers are plus 135. Ravens are minus 105.
That's a great bet. Anywho, let's get to the real fucking doozy of the day. Titans on the road in Arizona. Titans 22, Cardinals 21. DeMarco, whatever the fuck. D-Mary Dumbasso fumbles in the end zone. Grown ass man. Guy gets an interception. Fumbles it in the end zone.
That was incredible.
Adonai Mitchell. Rest now, brother. We have to watch.
Unfucking believable.
I don't ever think I lost a knockout pool game as worse as that one. I picked the Cardinals for that, and
I picked the Cardinals as well. And I
appreciate you suckers for picking.
I told myself, I said, God, if I bet on this little man and he loses me this game, and
he didn't even lose that game. He didn't even do it.
The Cardinals are exactly what I thought they were. They are.
What do you mean to lose the game? Just fucking snap him in the face and he didn't even jump on it.
That shit was so funny. That was bad.
What do you mean? Dude made a business decision after getting popped with the ball.
That was funny.
Dude looked like he
might have been. Be fair, he could have been concussed, Corey.
No,
he looked like fucking Velma without her glasses.
To get back on a serious note,
the dude looked like he got hit by Francis Ngannou, and he was out there fucking dancing.
To get back on a serious note about this game, some real points here. The play calling made no sense at the end on the Cardinals' last drive. The Titans were on an absolute roll, and they went 3 straight runs, right? Didn't put the ball in Kyler's hands at all. They knew that if they went 3 straight runs, they're still got 2 full minutes. So why the fuck did we just go run, and concede the punt when the Titans were rolling on offense in the fourth quarter? They scored all their points in the in the second half. How many points did they have in the fourth quarter? The Titans had 16 points. They didn't even, they scored all their points in the fourth quarter. And the Cardinals went uber conservative for no reason. It was bad coaching, bad plays, bad attitudes that lost the Cardinals this game. They're in real fucking trouble.
You see,
let's be fucking serious. What are we talking about here? The Titans, like, I don't know.
It wasn't what the Titans did. It's what the Cardinals did.
I understand that, but
I'm not gassing up the Titans. I'm tearing down the Cardinals.
No, I'm not saying, but like the flukiest of fluke touchdowns allowed the Cardinals to win in a drop ball. It's like I didn't even think the Cardinals were playing bad until you get to the final couple of drives. They commanded this whole game, and then they had a drop on the one. Yes, we were, and you get a fumble that happens on the 10 that the Titans miraculously recover in the end zone. You get a drop ball on the 1 yard line. The Cardinals were controlling this game just fine, and then you slip up. I get it, but like it's just the flukiest of flukes, man. I don't know.
It is a fluky win. I'm not disagreeing with you, but they did it to themselves over and over, and I'm multiple occasions. The fumbling touchback, the pick, fumble in the end zone, and then the conservative play calling when you have a chance to end the game. I
get it, but like I said,
you see Jonathan Gannon got fined $100K for
what
he did.
Jonathan Gannon's an idiot, first of all. Second of all, his biggest crime of being this idiot is that he has let this offensive coordinator who he hired on in the year that he was head coach, he's still stuck with this guy, even though they've consistently had offensive problems. Say what you want about Cliff Kingsbury. They were a fun, dynamic offense when he was there. They are the most stuck in the. All right,
great play caller.
You can go. I just can't. I can't even keep talking after that.
Oh my god. I won't get into it.
Just move on.
Were they a playoff team under Cliff Kingsbury as the OC?
What the fuck does that have to do?
They were a fun, dynamic offense.
All right.
The Manders last year.
I'll just leave.
I'm talking about with Arizona.
They were a fun dynamic offense under Cliff. They're not under this fucking dipshit who does not know how to do anything right. They keep running the ball with these third, fourth string running backs. They're a joke. They're so fucking dumb and they're terrible. And
what do you want him to do? Run with James Conner? He's in a wheelchair.
I thought Gannon called the plays.
No, the running was
Gannon's a defensive
fine
coordinator
this week.
The running was fine. Michael Carter played well.
Yeah, DeMarcano had 3 for 81. Just dropped it.
The Cardinals should realistically be 3-2. This is one of the outlier games. The Cardinals aren't a bad team.
Oh, I think they're a bad team.
All right.
I think the Cardinals are a bad team.
Are we good?
It was my next bet. The Cardinals don't go marching.
Please do.
I like
it.
Who they play?
I like that. Moving on. Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road in Seattle. Bucks 38, Seahawks 35. Absolute banger.
That guy Baker Mayfield is a cat, man. That guy's special.
Shout out Baker, man. 4 out of 5 weeks game-winning drives out of this team. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold. Shout out Sam Darnold too. This was a fun game.
And he told that fan, "You're gonna be crying a little bit, pussy."
Yeah, insane before the game, and then he saw
the
real
quiet
running back in. I told you.
It's incredible.
Egbuka,
awesome.
Dude,
and Jigba
is a stud.
Yeah, the Ohio State receiver game.
Yeah, it was the bowl.
Sam Darnold went 28 of 34 for 340 yards, 4 touchdowns.
He played really well.
They lost the game.
He played really well, and it's just that last
Baker
interception.
Mayfield went 20. There was 10 total incompletions.
Oh yeah, dude.
9 if you count.
Defense was not played, and the Seahawks.
Stat is like it's the first game in NFL history where both opposing quarterbacks had 300 yards and an 80+% completion percentage.
Mm-hmm. And the Seahawks, who pride themselves on defense, like I still think the Seattle defense is good, but I don't know what happened last week.
It's the Baker Mayfield effect. That's what
guess.
happened.
I mean, I don't know what he does. He
has
goes
so
into places,
much aura that he blinds.
makes his mark, throws down a flag in the middle of the O, and asserts his dominance. You know,
they literally just don't know how to act around him. Like, this guy's kind of too cool. I don't want to tackle him.
What pussy on Ohio State took the flag away from him? Who was that?
No one took it away from him.
Nobody.
That was Jack Sawyer.
Oh yeah, it was a Michigan game, which was even more funny.
You guys still can't beat Michigan. Go on, sorry.
NFL podcast.
Defending national champs, by the way.
Moving on. Lions on the road in Cincy. Lions 34, Bengals 24. Well, big news. Flacco is in. Jake Browning is out. Lions are dominant. They're like 30 a game type team. Bengals? Frisky? Again? Are we back?
No. Jake Browning was playing for his life out there, just chucking them at the end.
Yeah, I love how the Packers absolutely demolished the Lions in week 1, and everybody was counting out this Lions team and the offensive play calling, and they just said, shut the fuck up, everybody, and decided to drop
I think it was a valid reaction after week 1, but
no.
Yeah, they shut everybody out.
Yeah, it's an overreaction.
Yeah, that's a constant thing. People overreact on 1 week.
Right. It's what we're supposed to do, though. We're football fans.
Yeah.
Right. That is big facts.
I'm tempted to do the Bengals, just bet against them until Zach Taylor gets fired, but
could do that.
I don't know if I'm going to do it. I feel like they
Browning
might
had
beat
the
the Steelers
longest
one game.
leash of all time in the NFL.
Well, Tony, up until we just traded for Flacco, if you'd like to go look at the 2 guys we cut today, that were the other options. So
Brett Rippon.
Yeah, he had a pretty long leash when it's Mike White and Brett Rippon.
I mean, they just paid him. Didn't they make him the most paid backup in the league?
Yeah, I mean, other than Deshaun Watson, he is the highest paid.
So you got ownership probably saying, "Hey, this is our investment. Let's play him because he's our backup, and we just paid him all this money."
Jake Browning is.
That's what owners do.
Owners you don't think that's always been.
No, they do. You don't think if Deshaun Watson
geriatric
says, hey,
Mike Brown said that
Deshaun Watson
you gotta play Jake Browning. I guarantee
that's what happens. You don't think if Deshaun Watson comes back to the Browns and says, "Hey, I'm ready to play," that whoever owns the Browns, who is it?
Jimmy Haslam is dumb enough to.
He's going to say, "Hey, I paid this guy $200 and however million guaranteed. You're going to fucking play him." And Stefanski's going to listen.
To be fair, though, to add to Luke's point, and Tony, I'm with you more so, but in this case, I have the amount of press I've seen from Zach Taylor absolutely glazing the fuck out of Browning off of even shittier games. It's incredible. He loves Jake Browning. Loves
he does.
Yeah.
Is it safe to say that the Bengals are the second best football team in the city of Cincinnati, behind the Bearcats?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Maybe the Bengals need to get Brendan Sorsby. Just have him drive down the road.
I think if
anything's better than Jake Browning.
I think Jake Browning, if you put him on the Cincinnati Bearcats, they would actually maybe be competing for a national championship.
No.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Brendan Sorsby is
that guy's
a stud.
Keep it moving on.
Washington Commanders on the road in LA. Commanders 27, Chargers 10. Chargers just couldn't convert in the red zone here. And the Commanders did.
The Chargers O-line struggles are bad.
So tough, man.
Well, when you lose 2 of your starting,
I'm not saying I get it, but it's a struggle right now. Man. I think they'll be better when they get them back, but man, it's hurting.
The Chargers are it's a when it rains it pours scenario for them. You lose your O-line, Marion Hampton, IR. You've dropped back-to-back games on. I don't think they should have won the Commanders game, but the Giants game, I don't know what I watched in that game.
I watched a great football team. That's what it was.
And Herbert, maybe it's the Madison Beer effect. Maybe it's because Herbert is in a relationship now that they've lost 2 games. I don't know.
He was losing plenty before that.
He was winning the 3 games with her too.
I was like, funny before
it was
you had her, dog.
It was just rumors. They were just having board nights and having drinks and stuff with a leg sleeve on. It was just rumored. Now it's official.
All right.
Now it's official.
Chocolate strawberry
on the red line.
Is it official now that Bill is solidified as the starter workhorse back?
Thank you.
Now, what is going on?
Forgot this narrative.
Chris Rodriguez will have 50 yards next week, and we won't even we won't know.
I mean,
Bill is so good at football.
Betting a rushing prop for the Commanders might be the dumbest thing you can do.
Yeah, it's bad. But I hope this is the solidified game where they just trust this guy to be the guy and screw the other two. It's insane that it took this long in my eyes. But it's like Corey said. Next week it'll be fucking Chris Rodriguez getting 20 carries.
Jeremy McNichols will have 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and they'll just be like, yeah, we're still a 3-back committee right now. But
Tony, he has entered the starting lineup in the 12-man. He is here and he is ready, and I am with it. Corey, fuck you and fuck Chris Rodriguez.
I will say there is one thing that I want to talk about here. The Chargers scored 2 touchdowns in this game. They only had 10 points. One got called back. Both touchdowns were by who? Lad McConkey.
White Jesus.
It's crazy what happens when you get this guy involved in the offense instead of throwing it to retirement home Keenan Allen every single fucking play. It's actually a fucking catastrophe what they're doing to my boo bear, Lad McConkey. Get him involved.
I thought that same thing, Corey, but the guy gets targets. Like that Giants game, I think he had 8 targets, but he only had 2 catches.
Have you seen him in open field? He is one of the best, other than Jamar Chase, one of the best open field receivers in the league. Did you not see him on the punt return? His vision is unbelievable. Just get him the ball in open space and let him work.
The play calling could be a little bit better, but when I was watching that game, it's just there's no timing to get the ball out for Justin Herbert, to be honest with you. The dude is under pressure constantly.
Yeah.
Poor guy, man. That must suck.
Shout out Herbie. Moving on, Sunday Night Football. Patriots.
Such a hater, bro.
Patriots on the road in Buffalo. Pats 23, Bills 20. Bills are fucked up, man. They're fucked up. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they fucked up.
Both teams decided to be like, hey, let's just play a half of football and see what happens after that. Because that first half, you could have slept through and you wouldn't have missed a thing.
No. Shout out Hunt, though. Nice one.
Yep, let me deep dive here. I'm excited about this one. For the first time I've seen in a long time, Josh Allen got outplayed in a quarterback matchup. Simply put, outplayed. Shout out Stephon Diggs, 100% retaliation game. I need this every single week. That is back-to-back weeks with 100+ yards. Getting more comfy in the offense. He said he was not comfy yet, and all he's been doing is studying and watching film. That's a guy I want in my locker room. I was very hesitant on him, but I'm here. Vrabel. Can we talk about our second-round draft pick, TreVeyon Henderson, and why he is not out there? Every single time he touches the ball, I seem to see him running for 10+ yards or catching for 10+ yards. I get Ramondre. I honestly think Ramondre is a good running back. You can say what you want about the fumbles, but when he doesn't fumble, he's actually been very efficient this year. It might be a blessing. Shout out Antonio Gibson. I hope you have a speedy recovery, but it might be a blessing for TreVeyon fantasy owners and TreVeyon bettors that this happened. I expect big things, especially out of the passing game. Other than that, defense, fucking awesome. Christian Gonzalez is the best cornerback in the league, and I will stand on that. Absolutely clamped up this defense. Luke is shaking his head. I don't care. It is so fun to watch Gonzo play football. Keon Coleman caught one in the end zone. Gonzo basically just shoves him out of the air like a little puppy that he is. No touchdown. It was great. I thought we did well on the running side of the ball, defensive wise. And shout out Vrabel, man. It's inspiring. He's one of the only coaches. We get him every post game. He greets every player coming in, gives him a high five and a slap on the ass. I love it. It's the mentality we've been waiting for. This is the first time in 4 years we've had exciting things to look forward to in New England since Tom Brady has left. And it's just a good feeling. I'm on top of the world. All your guys' teams suck ass. Steelers are bummed too.
What?
But I'm so pumped. This team should be 4-1, by the way. I just want to throw that out there. That Steelers game's the flukiest of all fluke wins. We controlled every aspect of that game. But shout out Pats.
Crazy.
So excited for the rest of the
Yikes.
season. We are a playoff team. We can't compete with the best.
Yeah, that's great. Well said. I think you wrapped that up in a hole. So we're gonna.
Actually, I heard Travion just got demoted to RB3, and they brought up LeGarrette Blunt to play RB2.
Well, I saw we just signed Shane Vereen and James White off the street,
yeah.
so he might be RB4.
Bring back
actually.
Jonas Gray.
Wait, are you being serious
The
about
man.
James White?
No.
Okay,
What?
I kind of believe it with how
For
they
the
run the running
memes.
back room there.
Moving on here to Monday night. Talk about a fluky win. Chiefs 28, Jags 31 in Jacksonville. Chiefs put up almost 500 yards of offense, 7.6 yards per play, and lose.
The offense.
Not good.
Luke's
Not
a hater,
good.
bro.
Everybody talking about how good Trevor Lawrence was. 18 for 25, 220, a tub, and a pick.
Everyone
gotta
was
go with the
talking
real-
about how good Trevor Lawrence was.
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
don't
only
think anybody
defender-
said that.
I'm the only defender of this man anymore. I love the guy. Absolute stud in the clutch at the end there. What are you
He
looking at
ran
like
the
that,
ball.
Luke?
He had a lot of. How many?
He had
rushing
an
yards did he have?
absolute dart to
Only he was
BTJ
10
down the
for 54.
sideline.
10 for 54 from Trevor Lawrence. That's
I mean-
a lot for him.
That's a lot of runs for him. It's not like it's good efficiency, but we'll take it.
I mean, it's not Lamar Jackson.
4 yards per
I mean,
carry is pretty good.
I mean, if you're doing 10 quarterback scrambles, I don't know. I just don't like the guy. He's not good. He does not fuck.
Oh my god!
If we could just figure out the play clock situation.
The play clock and throwing past the line of scrimmage, and
What do you mean throwing past the line of scrimmage?
you didn't see that?
Oh,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
3
Oh,
yards
near the
downfield and
yeah,
threw the ball.
The field awareness there was a little rough on that play, but
He just strikes me as a guy who is not very smart. That's
This-
who he
he
strikes
looks
me as.
confused in this offense sometimes. It's actually complete.
But he's getting it
Actually,
done.
he's just been
He's getting it
confused
done.
ever since he
He's
stepped
getting
on the NFL
They should
field.
be the
No,
Jaguars should be
I-
5-0.
Yes.
True. Jaguars should be
Absolutely,
5-0.
Well,
They,
we need to-
other than an absolute
The
meltdown.
Bingies. But what do
I
you
wanna-
do?
I want to give a shout out to Devin Lloyd real quick. Just goes to show what Aaron Judge just had the Toronto game. Sorry.
I
Just
have a fun
wanted to
stat.
show what film. No, hold on. Let me get my point. What film
Sit down,
does.
puppy.
Chiefs have ran. If anybody watched that goal line set that Devin Lloyd had the pick six on, they run either that double bunch on the right side or left. You can switch sides, or a triple bunch, and they run basically almost a Texas route with Kelsey and then a drag over the middle. Beautiful play set up by, I forget the DC in Jacksonville, but basically running a cover zero, almost mid blitz-esque looking play, and drop Devin Lloyd back into a hook zone right where those two routes cross. Patrick Mahomes had no clue. If on the
That's straight
tape
up my
they
bag.
showed, they've ran that play 4 times in the red zone already this year, and 2 of them have converted for a touchdown. 2 of them have been picked now. So just shout out Devin Lloyd on that. That just goes to show filming. And I think Liam Cohen, I love that guy. I think he's unbelievable. I think he's doing the right things. And we'll see. Luke, are the Luke, I just want to hear from you. Where can the Jags go? Do you think this is a serious team that can push into an AFC Championship-esque game?
No.
Okay.
I
I don't think so either.
So my fun stat for this week, there's a lot of talk, coming into this season, last season, about, Travis Hunter. He's so dynamic. He can play both sides of the ball, corner, wide receiver. But the real player in the NFL who can do this is actually Jamar Chase. So Jamar Chase is putting up 100-yard receiving games left and right. He also now on the season has more tackles than 3-time All-Pro defensive tackle Chris Jones. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but Jamar Chase has 5 tackles this season, and Chris Jones has 4. Chris Jones has played every game this season. He only has 4 tackles. Jamar Chase has 5, all coming off Jake Brown interception.
An incredible stat.
It's a great stat.
Did you guys see Chris Jones, what he did on that last play when Trevor fell and scored?
Yeah, it's incredible.
He sat there
Business decision.
and did nothing. I don't understand.
I'm also-
Doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that Trevor Lawrence is here. It's Trevor Lawrence season.
I wouldn't say he's here, but
hey, on that note, what Finster said, we're gonna wrap up the recap. Thanks guys for tuning in. We're gonna jump into the Week 6 pod. Peace.
Goodbye.
I need $1 bad.